Hello and welcome, my beautiful Virgos. This is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for finance and career for mid-month of July 23. So let's see what we've got. Starting off, your all-over download message here is better than expected, and it comes with setting boundaries. So there may be some challenges as I look quickly through your cards here this week that you might be subjected to. Know that things will work out better than what you thought. So whatever you've been experiencing in the negative department, it's going to turn around and you're going to be able to make a positive out of this negative. I think you're going to be getting the help that you need. You're going to be getting the assistance, that you need here. But you also need to set boundaries because there could be somebody around you that is encroaching on your, as I would say, your protected territory. Let's say that. There could be somebody at work. There could be somebody, a coworker, a colleague, somebody there that they might be a little bit overpowering and overwhelming. So set your boundaries. Only allocate so much time to deal with that situation, because if you don't, it's going to set you back. I'm seeing work that needs to be done and it won't get completed because of this distraction. But know that the challenges that you're dealing with at this time, this part of the month, will turn out better than what you thought. So whatever you're working your goals towards, if you're looking for a job, if you're dealing with challenges at work, if you've been called into the office about anything, if you've had to, defend yourself and your integrity, know that things will work out better for you than you thought they were going to be. Now, coming in next with that, you've got the end of a tough cycle approaches, and this is definitely coming in here with better than expected, right? So I do think that you're going to see that you don't need to worry so much. Once you deal with this issue here, it's going to be fine, and it'll be the end of that, and you'll be able to move on. So it's the end of a tough cycle that you're dealing with when it comes to money and finances in your career right now. You could have had some challenges here, right? So let's see what we have here. We have the Hand, manifesting money, reaching goals, financial assistance, and hands-on work. Help getting a job. Okay, so I had said to you that you're going to be near the end. Things are going to work out. But you've had to, and I'm going to go back to this, set boundaries. You've had to set out rules here. The hand goes up, and to me that's, look, you need to know this, right? You need to hear something. You need to set up these boundaries here. But it also means that in the process here, you are going to get assistance too, because you could be asking for a handout. You could be, and I don't mean that, in the literal way, but you could be speaking to the powers that be. You've got two kings here, okay? You've got the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is all about you defending yourself, presenting yourself, marketing yourself, and getting the right representation. And the King of Pentacles is that beautiful, kind, and generous king where you're going to get what you're asking for. Okay, because they care about you. So you could be dealing with banks and financial institutions, or even going in and speaking to the powers that be at your place of work, where you're going to say, listen, I'm doing all this work. I think I deserve more money. I deserve a raise. If you want to keep me, whatever the case is, I need to know that I'm being, appreciated and rewarded for my work that I'm putting out. It could be a situation like that for some of you. I know that's a leap of faith for some of you to go in and talk about, but if you are close enough to your employer that you could sit down and say, we need to have a discussion, then go ahead and do this. What's the worst scenario? I think you're going to find that it turns out better than you expected. Okay, I think somebody might even meet you halfway there and say, okay, and sit down and negotiate. So I do think that you need financial assistance, some of you. Maybe some of you need some money to help with a business or something you're setting up. Maybe you're building a website, whatever the case is, and you could be going to the powers that be. You could be going to you could be going to a bank or somewhere where you can take out a loan for something. They're saying to me that it's going to be short-term loan. Okay, now the work that you do might involve learning as you go. Okay, you could be learning new skills as well. Hands-on, maybe you're going to be doing a trade. Maybe you're in the arts. Maybe you're thinking of doing something like that, but you're not afraid to get down and get your hands dirty and do the job. okay? You might be looking for a new job, some of you, where you're going to get help there, help getting a job. So you may be working with a couple of job recruiters here. Okay, there's 2 kings here, right? You could be dealing with that. You could be getting their assistance or asking people around you that you know that you can trust. But I see resumes going out. I see you thinking, if not putting resumes out, I think you're realizing that you need, if you're not going to get what you deserve at your place of present employment, then you're going to consider moving on. This is a time of moving on. A lot of people are doing this at this time. You need job security. You need to know you're being appreciated and respected and getting paid for the hard work that you put out there. Okay. Now, coming in next, you have the 4 of Pentacles. Now, the 4 of Pentacles says you're at a point here where you are budgeting. You're taking care of business when it comes to your money. Again, I see money being moved around to pay this and pay that, and save for this and save for that. This is the card that is the extremes in which you do those things, how you hang on to your money. You could be holding on to something as well, okay, which you might have to set your boundaries here. You could be holding on to possessions or deep-seated issues or past issues, or, being possessive of something here. Okay, you're holding on to something, and it could be your position at work, all right? But it could also be you're holding on to your money right now. You're being very careful, which is good, okay? Sometimes people refer to this guy as a hoarder, but I don't see that, or being stingy. I don't see that with you. I think you're being very careful. I think you're going to be conscientious about that with your money, not going out and buying any frivolous big-ticket items that thrill you at this moment, because when we do those things, we've all been there. We bring that big shiny, car home, and then we go, oh my gosh, I got to pay this every month, okay? Or I got to pay for storage because it's something that I can't drive or use every season. So be careful. Being careful with your money is what I'm seeing happening here. So, and with that, let's see what we have coming in, Spirit, with that card. What additional information do they need to see? Okay, well, they flipped out 2, and we're going to take it, okay? So with the 4 of coins, holding on to your money, you've got the 5 of wands, which means you could be struggling here and feeling that you're constantly having to struggle when it comes to money at this time, in the middle of the month, and going into the middle of August month as well. Also, you're feeling as though you're being pressured to compete, constantly having to prove yourself. This can be healthy competition, and then at times it's a struggle for you. But know that when the Ace of Pentacles shows up here, with the worry and the concern that you have about money and the struggle, the Ace of Pentacles says there's a new beginning. There's a door here of opportunity opening up. Things are going to change. Things are going to be better than you expected. You could be finding a new job, getting a new job description, getting that raise you ask for, or leveling up that rung of success. So Ace of Pentacles says keep your mind open. I do think to differences and new things coming in. I do think that you've thought long and hard about how you're struggling with money right now, and the Ace of Pentacles says there's a new opportunity presenting itself. Okay. Now, coming in next, you have the King of Pentacles, and as I had said, the King of Pentacles is a Midas touch. Okay, I thought he was the King of Cups, but he's a King of Pentacles. But when I was talking about money issues, this is who he is for sure. So this is about going to those powers that be. But this King of Pentacles is a Midas touch card that says you're going to come up smelling like a rose and landing on your feet in these struggles that you're dealing with this at this particular time, mid-month, okay? And this does extend over to the mid-month of August as well, because that's when the next mid-month of these financial and career readings will be going out. So this is about not being a risk taker, looking at your situations with a clear sight line of exactly where you want to go, because you've got the third eye on this, and that's all about looking down your path to see a sight line where you know you need to go. I do think those of you that are making calculated decisions to do something on your own, or setting up a website or your own business, you're going to find that it's going to thrive. It's going to do well, because you're seeking out stability and security right now, and that's what this is about, being enterprising and doing that. So when the King of Pentacles lands on a reading, it's like, wow, everything comes up roses. Things will work out for me. So let's see what we have with this beautiful King of Pentacles and Midas touch. sorry guys, but that tendon or ligament in my thumb is killing me again. So I'm probably going to have to take a visit to the doctor about it. Okay, so look what you got with this. I love it. You have the power couple here. You've got the Queen, his counterpart of Pentacles as well. And she has learned from him that if she wants her goals to happen, she's got to set a precedence here. She's got to lead by example. She's got to plant her seeds, be patient, putting out the right information, putting out the right resumes, putting out the right discussions when in negotiations or boardroom meetings behind closed doors with the powers that be. And she waits. This is the Queen that says she's nurturing, she's caring, and she's going to, no matter what, hell or high water, she's going to plant her seeds and go for her goals. And things will work out. I love it, the counterpart. Now, coming in next, you have the King of Swords, and this is all about standing up for your integrity and going out there and being structured and, seeking out counsel. If all else fails, seek out counsel. Who can you talk to? Go to HR. Go to the labor board. Go to a recruiter when it comes to work. Setting yourself up for success. So you could be getting the powers that be and standing in your truth and saying, this is what I need to do for myself now. I have to have job security. I have to know where my next dime's coming in. I have to know I've got the resources to cover my expenses and live the life that I want to live. So don't allow your emotions to get in the way. The King of Cups, he's emotional, right? He speaks of getting your emotions, but this king, he's not. He doesn't. He sets aside his emotions. He lets his head lead over his heart, and that's what you need to do. Being able to set your sight line on the truth and going for what you want now. Okay. I think you're going to be more balanced. I think you're going to be receiving some excellent advice from somebody here as well. That's going to be kind of like a mentor for you, helping to guide you on this new this new path here and this new journey. New course of action is what you're doing here. So let's see what we have here for that. Yeah, you're on a journey, definitely on a journey here. Okay, but you're going to be able to see a clear sight line. Your path is going to be lit. You're going to have the support that you need when it comes to money and finance and setting yourself up for success. You've thought long and hard. You've taken yourself to that space of silence and said, hey, I need to do this for me, and I'm getting out there and I'm going to be proactive and I'm going to go after this. Okay, so whether it's at work, you want to raise, you want to be recognized for the hard work that you do, you want a new job description, or you may be applying for in-house a position that you feel you can do. Okay, so this is about seeking out counsel, tapping into your higher self, realizing and staying positive. Okay, the Hermit goes on a journey, and sometimes it's a spiritual journey here. But you have the ability to teach, preach, and convey information intelligently and in a way that people. You're a good speaker, they're telling me. Okay, you have this way of being able to talk to people here, Virgo, and convey your information to them in a clear and concise way. They're saying negotiations go well. Now, look what you got. You've got gratitude. And I love the fact that you've got that because, gratitude as we enter it, because this is, on this card is the last quarter moon. Okay, so as we enter the last quarter moon on the lunar cycle, the energies begin to turn towards surrender and release. To let go of what we no longer need, it allows us to pay attention to what we have right now, both positive and negative. Okay, so the attention paying and focus allows us to wisely discern and be grateful for all of it. Yeah, all of it. Because the nasty stuff, the stuff that is making us suffer right now is already happened, and we can take wisdom from this. However, now it's going to move on to the next moon phase, and what we have left is good. Okay? So, taking some time out on this moon to list a few things you feel grateful for will raise your vibrations and get rid of any resistance you have of ditching out old outmoded patterns. Doing this also turns your powerful focus away from a story you may have started to believe in yourself of everything going wrong, or that life is just terrible and things and doing terrible things to you. And remember, I always quote, the universe isn't happening to you. The universe is reacting to you. Okay? Gratitude is a balancer. In fact, it normally tips the scales to the positive. So, maintain that ability to believe that things are going to be better than expected, And I think you're going to find that this will be the end of a rough, tough cycle. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos, this is your mid-month reading for the month of July, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, positive, prosperous remainder of the month as we move through this next phase. So, always know, I send you lots of love and many blessings, and I'll see you soon, Virgo.